The 2009 hurricane season has officially come to an end with nothing memorable to report, and for investors in catastrophe bonds, that is welcome news. Let's go to Brian Luke on how investors are capitalizing on acts of God, or the lack thereof. Brian.
Yeah, that's right, Laura. When you talk about acts of God, you can actually bet on the fact of whether there's going to be a hurricane or not a hurricane. That's exactly what the buyers of catastrophe bonds are doing. And you also talk about last year how Alan Greenspan called the effects of last year's financial crisis a financial tsunami. Well, this is what investors are doing. They're buying the fact that you cannot buy, or that's not going to have an exact problem with the natural disasters, what's going on with the environment, and investors have been rewarded handsomely for that fact. Lori.
Now, Brian, who are the other big beneficiaries?
Well, there's obviously the oil refiners and a lot of the oil producers that could have been affected a lot by the potential hurricane season. Well, of course, you know, when you talk about some of the big hurricanes, Bill, Fred, and Ida this year, they didn't even make it to landfall. So that was always a big boon. And you look at the Swiss Re index. These are the ones that capture the returns for bond investors. It's up over 13% on the year. And you compare that to a couple other years before, you know, when Katrina as well as Ike and Gustav, the 2005, 2008 numbers are the ones that really were down. They still made money by buying these catastrophe bonds. However, this year we're looking at some of the best years we've seen going into up until last year. There was the best year ever. We have a month left, though.